Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Boy, do we've got a busy news cycle here today. We've got oil inventory this morning at 9:30 a.m., which will get the oil markets moving dramatically. We then have BOC statement at 12:30 and the big one FOMC rate statement at 1 p.m. today. Let's see how our morning strategies navigate these high impact news and how I trade the indexes on days like today, right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so we had a really nice day yesterday trading the morning strategies. All three sessions were winners. Again, I'm only trading oil session 2 and trading gold. So those were some really nice winners. The Rob reversal yesterday, I personally took a loss. There was a valid setup, which we'll get into here a little bit earlier. Made a pretty detailed video on that yesterday. But we'll get into that one. As far as the commodity markets, we've got oil here on the left-hand side of the chart. Pretty much, we've got a downtrend for sure. We've got lower highs that you can just kind of see right here going all the way down. Remember, you've got oil inventory this morning coming out at 9:30 Central Time. You will get usually a pretty big reaction in the market off of oil inventory. So just make sure that you guys understand that. In gold, pretty much the same thing. We've got a downtrend that is now, you can see, trying to get right back up. So we've got some buyers stepping into the market here now in gold. So we'll see here what we can get out of the morning strategies that I trade every single morning. Taking a look at the trades from yesterday, if we jump into the CL, session 1, you get activated into the long at the 805 candle. That goes for a full take profit, 24 ticks. Second session was the first inside bar right at 9 a.m., so from 9 a.m. to 9:05. Per my rules in session 2, that is a valid setup. You get activated into the long, 13 ticks of profit. Nice trade. And if we jump into, okay, I keep doing that. If we jump into gold, we got an inside bar right at 805. So the 805 to 810 candle activates us into a short, 18 ticks, full take profit, beautiful trade. So again, all the morning strategies won yesterday. They did really, really well. They held their own for sure. Now, if we look at the Rob reversal, got a little bit unlucky with this one. We had a valid setup here at 10:15. The strategy version that I trade on this Rob reversal had it set to pretty much just cancel out if the next bar does not activate you into the trade. Now, if you guys watch my in-depth video on the Rob reversal that I just released over the weekend, I'll link it in the description, and I'll see if I can put a card somewhere right around here. The rules clearly state that if your next bar, let's say you have a setup to go long, if this next bar is an up candle and it has not crossed below the ADMA, you are still able to wait for this next candle to see if you get activated. Same conditions apply. So this would have been a winner for a lot of people that were trading. I know a lot of people in Discord took this trade. I took this one here at 12:45. You got activated into the next candle. This thing goes for 31 points, so it's 4 points off of our full take profit, but then we came back and took a loss there. So we'll monitor here the Rob reversal for today, and then how I trade the indexes. So what I personally do is I will turn off the Rob reversal today, just because pre-FOMC there is a lot of position sizing. And I'll take this back. I'll look in the first hour Since I'm in front of the charts, I'll kind of see what price action is doing. But generally, I do not like trading the indexes on such a high impact news day like today, because, like I said, I believe that there's a lot of positioning in the market, a lot of chop, and then you're going to get a huge reaction once that once those news break. So let's just take a look at our dashboard. We currently now sit at $51,079, so that is doing fantastic. The NASDAQ levels closest to price action, 18,344 and 18,245, two levels where I could see some reaction at. And then after that, you've got 18,371 and 18,197. Again, I post these in my Discord each and every morning, and I also do a recap at the end of the day on how the price action did compared to the levels. In the ES, 52.45 closest to price action, and 52.23. My extreme is at 52.55. The level's been there forever, and 52.15. So let's take a look then at the YM. YM's got a lot more levels here. So I'm just going to give you the levels closest to price action, 39,560, 39,436, and we've got an old level right above it at 39,588. Again, these levels are posted in Discord each morning. If you're finding any value out of there, you can find them. There. All right, I'm about to probably jump into, well, it looks like gold is going to cancel out here. So stick around for my trade breakdowns and the recap for the end of the day coming up shortly. All right, so here is our first, this is oil session 2. Now, this was kind of a crazy little trade this morning because price action just completely exploded out of that inside bar and had the same issues with my bracket orders again. And the funny thing is that as I was putting in my stop loss and then my take profit, I was literally, price action was just chasing my take profit. So I really tried to get this thing adjusted very quickly. I know that these bracket orders are going to bite me in the butt one of these days, and it almost did today because it actually almost took me out for a take profit, but as it still wasn't even adjusted to what the correct level was at. So, and then once I got the correct take profit put in, we had hit 70% take profit, so that's why I reduced my risk down to half. So this is the exact type of price action that you are looking for out of these inside bars. This has been the price action that you see on these inside bars pretty much throughout the entire March, and that is really why the stats are so damn good in March. So, and that's kind of what this strategy is really built upon. So, at this point, I'm just looking for one more. Obviously sellers kind of step in right here, but we're looking for one last push to take profit, which we are going to get here very, very shortly. Really nice trade in oil session 2.
Order canceled.
I'm not going to lie. It was a little boring today. Not because I didn't think it was not going to be boring, but I kind of already, in my mind this morning, I made up a decision that, you know what, I'm not going to be trading the indexes. Not looking to take the Rob reversal here today, and it just pretty much left me with my morning strategies. And let's just, I guess, jump in. I mean, you only saw really one trade, which was oil. If we take a look at the gold chart for today, this first inside bar is invalidated because, again, you're using my source bar, using a source bar pre-session. So this would be the 7:55 to 8 a.m. The gold strategy video should be released here tomorrow. I am also going to be releasing a few trades kind of manual trades of the Rob reversal, so you guys can see them actually in action, and also play back a few specific scenarios where things get invalidated, just so you can actually see the trades in process. So no trade today in gold. Oil, which has just been on an absolute heater this entire March. Session 1 gets activated into the long based on this 810 inside bar, 810 to 815. You then would have an entry to go long at the top of this bar. You would have an entry to go short at the bottom of this bar. And of course, we get activated into the long as an OCO order. This order cancels out that order, so you're only going long at this point. I bring out my long tool, put it to the top where you have gotten in on your entry. If you go to the bottom of your source candle, it is 32 ticks. And target is 32 ticks. We hit it right there on the target. I could have swore I thought it was 31. But I guess this looks okay. But this morning I thought it was 31. Either way, full take profit on this trade. Again, the only difference here, the only management that you really need to do is, oh no, I was right, because it was 16 ticks is what I reduced my risk to, which is right there. Once this went to 70% take profit, reduced my risk to 16. Almost stopped us out, actually. I mean, it did come really close, but reversed full take profit. Beautiful trade in session 1, which session 1 statistics for March is up 65 ticks. And if we look at session 2, we get an inside bar at 9:15, closes at 9:20. We get activated into the long. This was down to here. And again, this is off by a tick. It was 13. I could have swore. This says 14 now. Oh, this is off one tick here. Let's move this. I could see the tick of offset. It was 13 ticks. So this one, again, once you get to 70%, I think I brought mine down to like 7 or 8 ticks for full take profit. So both sessions in oil were profitable. Only I was taking session 2. Session 2 for March statistics is 221 ticks of profit, which is pretty damn nice. I mean, that is a nice, those are some really nice statistics for the morning strategies. Gold currently is down. Let's take a look. We had no trade today. It's down 17 ticks, so that's the only one that is kind of lagging behind here a little bit. But oil's off to a very, very hot start. Now let's take a look at the Rob reversal. Again, didn't trade this today. And actually, I posted this image in my Discord. This is pretty much the main reason why I don't like to trade this strategy, or really the indexes on FOMC. I know that we're trying to trade every day. You want to get into a setup every single day, but there are days where not trading is actually a win. It's hard to make sense of it, but sometimes not taking a trade is the actual win. And this is very, very difficult to trade here. Very difficult to trade. So let me just delete this. I'll go over each of the setups. This was pre-session here at 8:15. This was met the time condition, met the pattern, closed below the ADMA, closed below the ADMA at 10 a.m. This one right here would have been the right setup and the right activation. Let me, let's do this guy. So we're talking about this one right there, okay? Now, you would have had an order to go long one tick above that top of that candle right there. right there. I'm going to put it. Now, do you get activated on the next candle? No, you don't. Does it close as a, this is a setup to go long. Does the next candle close as a down candle? Yes, it does. That would invalidate this trade. And the second invalidation is that it closes below the ADMA in the opposite direction of where the setup is telling you to go. So this trade right on this candle right here would have gotten invalidated. So you should not have had a setup there. And this one here at 12:30 closes below the ADMA. Again, no trade. So I don't know. I mean, up $56. It's not the greatest, but again, it wasn't. We're not in the red, so it is what it is. You're gonna have some days where you kind of set everything out, you watch it. I mean, price action was actually kind of fun once FOMC released. Right here, I mean, huge rip up. This was, let's see what the size of this move here. Right there. 132 points. So I mean, and that's in one 15-minute candle. I mean, that's a really solid rip right there. So I mean, price action is great to watch on these days, but trading this, not the best idea. Not the best idea at all. All right, so hopefully you guys will see my video tomorrow in gold. And again, I am going to be releasing a few trade examples of the Rob reversal, just to help some people kind of visually see the trades in action, and so you guys can get a better understanding of what validates and what invalidates things. All right, people, happy trading.